My name's Billy Floyd. That is
the Commodore.
That's right, baby. We're the KitchenKillaz from Orlando, Florida. Classified as a touring acoustic duo, crashing kitchens around the country. We do it every Friday. We do it. And tonight we have some maniacs in the kitchen tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Call them maniacs?
Oh, yeah, I would. And thank you guys so much for the love and support. Now do me and the Commodore a solid and prepare your minds, bellies, and souls, ladies and gentlemen, for the show is about to begin.
The Shimmer.
What's up, everybody? Hello, The Shimmer. What's up, Michelle Hess? Great to see you. Hello.
Shimmer.
Hello, and welcome to Monday. It's the wrap-up. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Billy Floyd. That is
the Commodore. We're here to wrap it up.
That's very true. Lots to wrap up, lots to get to, but really,
I just want to talk about the 5-year anniversary show.
the big elephant in the room, kids, was last Friday. The 5-year anniversary show, man.
That shit was nuts.
Everybody seemed to have a really good time. Everybody sold out. Everybody had fun, singing in the rain. It's just, cops weren't called. Nobody got hurt. Those are my two favorite things. What's up, Shannon?
There was no trash in the street?
No trash in the street. Everybody was super respectful. Like, the Killabills worked perfectly. You know, like everything just, it worked out, man. It worked out. What's up, Matt McIver? Good to see you.
Did you have some sort of gathering?
Yeah, Matt, it was,
Matt.
We were wondering where you were.
Matt. We should have blew half our budget just getting him here.
Right? We might not have been able to afford to get you home, but win-win.
Yeah, that's on you, dog.
We still win. We had a really good time. Last week, the wrap-up, we pretty much talked about the anniversary show. This past Wednesday, also, we talked about the anniversary show. So that's pretty much what we did last week. That's
what it was.
It was all prep and conversation for Friday. What's up, Trent? Good to see you, dude. For this past Friday was awesome, man. It started super early for the team and went super late. I think it was just after 3 o'clock before I finally turned in. I was like, all right, let's rock. I'm done here.
I think I turned in at like 1.
I've crossed all my things off the list. Yeah.
I wasn't up until 3, that's for sure. And I wasn't up as early as you were.
Oof.
So you had a much longer day than I did.
Yeah. It was super efficient. What's up, Moshi? Good to see you, dude. So yeah, it was so cool. And it was kind of in my head a while ago. I was like, I'm excited to find a corner of the event and just stand in that corner and look at the event and like see if it fit, you know. And I was like, all right, cool. And it was actually better than I imagined. All the pieces and parts were there, but there were like the ancillary things that I didn't consider. You know, like
what?
Like Jess brought one up the other day, the reflection of the market lights in the pool.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't consider that as one of the characteristic features in my picture of what was happening. Like if I was painting the moment, I didn't paint in the reflection of the lights. I saw that. I was like, I didn't even think about that.
I noticed it. I noticed it when we were staring at the market lights, you know, a couple days before the show. Mm-hmm. And if you look at them in the pool, you can see like the triangles that it made.
Oh.
But when you're looking at the actual lights,
yeah,
it didn't look as cool in the pool. But when you're looking at the actual lights, it just looks like a blanket of lights.
That's awesome.
Because you're like almost eye level with it. But when you look at it in the pool, it's just like these 2 lines.
You're like, what is that?
That's not very.
So it was interesting to look at that. I was like, I didn't even think about that reflection. And then just, you know, the feeling, the energy of the people. You know, everybody having fun and just the laughs you hear in the background and the conversation that was happening and just seeing people interact with each other was really cool. Like, I think one of the things I didn't even really consider was people finally meeting people that they've seen on the show for a long time.
That was a huge part of it.
I didn't even think about that.
That was a huge part.
People are like, wait, you're who? You're famous. I know you. Wait a minute. I've seen you before. And I was like, well, that's right. A lot of these people are putting like physical beings to names and faces for the first time, and they've never done that. You know, like, wait a minute, it's like seeing an actor on the TV show you watch, and you meet them in person.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, what's up, Tony Shalhoub? Except it was, what's up, Lainey Lerner? Like, no, it's crazy. You're Mama Floyd. You know, it was very, very interesting for people to meet each other and see each other and stuff like that. It was super cool. It was good. The food was good. Did you get any pizzadilla? Did you crush some Dias?
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Yeah,
What'd you get? What'd she make you? What'd she make for you?
I don't know.
Oh, so good.
She got me. I was
We
making my
missed you,
rounds.
Moshi.
I was going around the pool multiple times, just saying hi to everybody. And
Yeah.
just being social with my little 10-second conversations. All right, bye.
That's all you need sometimes.
So I was doing that, and a couple times around the pool, and I kept checking on all the vendors, and she was like, "Hey, you want something to eat?" I'm like, "Get me after the show."
I sure
Get me
do.
after the show. Get me after the show.
What's up,
So-
Kaylee Harrison?
After the show, she was like, "I'm making you something,"
Yeah.
and she did,
Nice.
and it was delicious.
Nice. That's awesome.
I set it down for maybe 5 minutes. I come back. Patricio's got it.
Yo, the scavenger swooped in and stole your dia, bro.
He's like, "Whose is that?" And then somebody else was like, "That's just been sitting there."
He's
So
like, all right, that's mine now.
which I would have done.
He's a garbage can. We know this. You can't leave anything laying around. Patricia will eat it. I'm the same way. That's why we rarely have food go bad here. We just eat it all.
Yeah.
That was that was awesome. And I got some pizza at the end of the night. It was like, boom, hey, Billy, here, you need to eat. I was like, that's a great idea, and I had it in my hand.
You know what? You're right.
I do.
I do need to
I didn't
eat.
think about that. I wanted to get some of that Conway campfire chili. Gone, 0. Nicole, we weren't even off stage yet, and I saw her carrying the chairs away from her tent, and I was like, oh, did something happen? Like, what's going on? I look over, and I say, hey, Nicole, hey, how's everything going? She's like, good. She's like, we sold out. People kept coming up to, we're done. We have nothing left. I was like, fantastic. That's awesome.
All right.
Yeah, so Iron Smoke, same. Tiffany and Chris had a tasting before that, and they had events the day before as well. So Tiffany was already like, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna get set up. I'm gonna rock and roll for a little bit, but I probably got to bounce, a little early. And I was like, dude, I get that. Thank you so much for doing this. She's like, no, thank you guys. This is awesome. So they did really well. I think we had a pretty good amount go to American Cancer Society too.
I'm glad that I visited the tent before the show.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize that she was going to be leaving early.
Mm.
But as I was doing my rounds around the pool, they were one of my stops, and I'm a huge fan of the maple bacon bourbon.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys may or may not have heard me say that.
We have some on the counter right now.
And I just realized today that there's some there.
Yeah.
I thought that was an empty bottle.
Oh, gotcha. No,
I thought it was all gone.
Gotcha.
I just assumed that would be the first one to go because it's.
I think
best.
she put a bottle to the side for us, and she knows that I specifically asked her about maple bacon bourbon, and she's like, I'll make that happen. So I assume that may be a byproduct of that. I don't know. It might have been smuggled. It might have fallen off the truck.
But
I don't know.
I went and I visited, and she, when they first got here, she comes up and she's like, "Hey, is this your house?" I'm like, "Well, I live here." And she's like, "Oh, Billy?" And I didn't answer her.
Right.
And then she just assumed that I was Billy. And then when I introduced you to her and you introduced yourself as Billy, she says...
Yeah, she was like, what?
Well, who is that?
Who's that?
That's the Commodore.
That's the Commodore.
And then she thought that I was messing with her the whole time. So
Which you kind of were.
So she just kept messing with me.
Yeah,
The
she was
entire
funny.
evening, which was fun.
She was funny. She's definitely she was definitely had that teasing energy, and the way to motivate the whole thing to move forward is just tease her back. Just give her the same amount of shit she's giving you. Yeah, just keep it going. She had a good time. She was funny. So it was nice to have her and Chris here. Iron Smoke, which was introduced to us by Bill Keevan and Tracy Perry, which was awesome. What a great little anchor to have for the event.
And Bill and Tracy were here too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Jess B was working in tandem with Iron Smoke, and she said, "Man, I haven't bartended like that in a long time. I think I made over 50 drinks, just whipping them out." And I was like, "Man, fantastic!" And they did really well. Just following it around, everybody seemed busy. There were enough people here to where everybody was busy all night long until they had nothing left to do. Mike was like, I sold out twice. He was like, I went through my pot of chili and it was gone. People were like, he goes, oh no.
But make some more chili, boy.
I gotta make some more chili. Then he sold out of that too. Every bit gone. Just Pie gone. Pizzadilla gone. And I think Castledor gave away most of the samples that they had received. I think they were almost all gone. She saved a couple for us. But the little purple cookies, gone.
Those are so
the little
good.
things at Chex Mix, I think there were maybe a half a dozen left, gone.
Those little purple cookies were freaking delicious.
Yeah, the Killabills were killing, man. They did really well. We got so many compliments on the Killabills. People were just like, "Man, that made it so easy. That was perfect. Thank you so much."
Yeah.
And even Christy from Pizzeria, she goes, "I loved this concept. The next one I go to, the next market I go to, I'm going to recommend they do this. I think they should use Killabills." But it was good, man.
Okay.
And it was I think one of my favorite parts about it was you could tell 99.9% of the people that were there that night live in Florida now, and that Florida shower that came did nothing to them. They didn't even care. They were like, "This is what we do."
It was weird because like as soon as it started like barely sprinkling, 4 people just showed up out of nowhere and placed a canopy over us as we're playing.
Beep.
Right? So I'm looking at and I was just glancing at the pool just to gauge like the level of rain that we're talking about.
Tracy Perry, we were just talking about you.
And I keep seeing rain.
Yes, sir, Moshe.
And rain and rain and rain, and people are just standing out in it.
Yeah, just standing there, just singing
chilling.
along, bro.
I mean, for a while they were underneath coverings and,
Yeah.
and the tents and the awning and whatever, but then
There was one time it was coming down. It started raining a little bit, and I was like, okay. I said, we can stand this for a little bit, but then I got a couple more drops, and next thing I know, here comes the tent. And I think Mullis rallied the troops. Mullis, Patricio, there was Mullis was like, bing, 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 let's do this. Boop, there goes the tent. It's perfect. Patricia was like, cool, let's raise it up again. Boop, they raise it all up. Here we go, we're rocking and rolling. I was like, now that's support right there, kids. That's support right there. Jen Chilcote brought the cookies. Stand by. I still have one.
ooh, go get one. Go get the cookie. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the 5-year anniversary show. It was epic. Show of hands, who was here? I was here. Who was here? Who was at the 5-year anniversary?
Hello.
Show of hands. Did you just unplug yourself?
Last time, before I got up.
Oh. Anyway. Me. Rock stars are taken care of, boys.
Those are the cookies. That is one of the cookies that the great Jen Chilcote bestowed upon us in our logo, which was freaking awesome. When I first saw it, I didn't even want to eat it. It looked so beautiful. Like the whole box of cookies that were just perfectly layered on each other. I was like, I don't even want to play with that. I just want to hang it on the wall. Can I bronze it? Like, what do we do here? But, man, killed it, dude. And they were delicious. Thank you very much, Jen Chilcote. I mean, you made it when you have personalized KitchenKillaz cookies.
Logo cookies.
Made for by none other than Jen Chilcote, one of our Patreon patrons. So freaking good. Yeah, man, those cookies were really good. Kyle Nunez, what's up, dude? Matthew Pfeiffer in the house. Pfeiffer killed it. Great photos, dude. Thank you so much, man. We had Pfeiffer on photo ops doing Polaroids. Matt Pfeiffer with the photo op, the Polaroid photo op. Had a great time, man. A lot of people, and it was so cool to look around because like they were all like 1 degree. We knew all of them. Like between the two of us, every single person that was there, we knew personally. Mm-hmm. I don't think there was any like, well, Jim brought Steve, brought Stacy, brought Sammy, brought Susie, brought Michelle, brought this. I'm like, nope. There might have been 1 degree, but everything was pretty much
crazy for you.
Yeah.
But for me, to know everyone personally.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
That's kind of crazy.
That's kind of crazy.
That's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, so Chris Gilliard Photography also in the house, had a great time. He loved it. We were chatting today. Even when I saw him that night at the event, he was like, "Man, you told me what it was going to look like, and I thought I had an idea. I was wrong." He's like, "This is a festival, dude. This is not a party."
He looked like he was having a great time.
He was having a blast. He was having
the
a
whole
blast.
night.
Yeah,
I every time I
had
saw
a big
him, he was
smile
just
on.
like, "Ooh, I want to get." Like he was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like he would see opportunities and just be so excited to go capture them. He was having fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Glad.
So I spoke with Chris today. We should have a link to the gallery tonight. So I imagine probably the Patreon show would be cool. Sharing with Patreon patrons first. Because that's you guys are a big reason that we were able to do what we were able to do financially. It's not cheap to put on a party like that. It was a lot of fun though. It was an absolute blast, man. And everybody was so reliable. Pizzeria, Just Pie, Mike Conway, Iron Smoke, Jimmy Thomas, Nolan. Landon Nolan crushed it. Tom, Shark Tooth Sam crushed it. Like they did great. They were on time. They were professional. Their performances were outstanding. Like, man,
I want to say all the vendors were there early.
yeah.
They were there way before they needed to be.
Yeah, the goal was, I said, I would like all the vendor spaces set up and ready to rock and roll at 6:30, ready to go. And they were all ready to rock and roll, and they were military about it too. When Christy got here, boom, setting up. Like watching Nicole work so quickly. Nicole and her partner just crushed. Boom, there goes the tent. Lights, done. I was like, man, these are pros. These guys know what's up.
They've done this before.
Oh, yeah. Mike dropped his truck off the night before, and we just placed it, moved it, and we're like, all right, cool, because that's going to set the tone for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike crushed it with Conway Campfire Chili. He underestimated how much chili he could have potentially sold. He could have sold out 3 times.
He could have served half as much.
I tried.
I had a chat with him as well.
He said the bowls that he had were smaller, and I was like, don't fill them up, dude. Just don't fill them up. Go easy. It's that's somebody who doesn't understand the value of what they have. He thinks this whole thing is $5, and I'm like, bro, quality over quantity, man. It's amazing. The ingredients you use are incredible. Mm-hmm. This is not Hormel chili in a bowl for $5, dude. Like, this is some gourmet stuff, man.
That's
I said,
really
you need to cut the amount in half and sell it for the same. He's like, I don't know. I was like, no. Coming from a guy who's been doing this for a long time to a guy who's never done this ever, let me help. Let me help you. It was so good. Everything, and I tried to tell Mike, I'm so happy. He was surprised, and it's one of those things where it's like you don't realize how good it is, and all your friends are telling you, and you're just like, I don't know, and then sold out, again. You're like, okay.
It's one thing for all your friends to tell you your chili's awesome, but then for people to pay money for it and buy it all.
Yeah, when Danny Sands came by to grab some, he was sold out. Jeffrey Lerner was right next to Mike Conway, and Danny asked Jeff for a taste of it. And Jeff gave it to Danny, and Danny took a taste of it. He goes, bro, it was amazing. It was incredible. And then I got mad at Mike because he didn't have any more.
Oh, Danny.
But it went fast, man. It was awesome. A great show from so many different people, and a lot of people came from a long way away. Mm-hmm. Jackie and Tater, almost over an hour away. Mom and Papa Floyd got the hotel room. Kyle Nunez, as he's gallivanting around North America, he decides to swing in. Our Jess B's friend Bridget from Washington, D.C., bought a ticket that day to come in for the event. I'm coming. Like, awesome stuff. Shelly was here from Texas, which was great. It was awesome to have Shelly. It was nice, man. It felt very familiar. Even though we haven't seen Shelly in a while, it felt very familiar. Like, boop, here we go, rocking and rolling. Everybody did it, especially the core team, man. Like our team, Jess B, Michelle Hess, Shelly, like everybody, Mama and Papa Floyd, just like boop, right on there. Mike Conway was part of it. Just Pie in that like second outer ring, just making everything happen, working really hard behind the scenes. Which was good, and it was just such a fun thing to put together because we're working with pros. It's not you're working with your buddy that you kind of work with sometimes in the warehouse, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll be there. And it's like, no, this is. It was so cool to not have to worry about that.
I remember emerging from my room Friday morning. You had already been up for at least an hour. Yeah,
I had electricians on site 7 a.m.
And I strolled out at like 8 a.m. And I'm just like slowly walking to the kitchen to get some coffee, and you are just like,
what's up, man?
All freaking day.
Yeah.
And I was like, I should have expected this. But yeah, this is the kind of day it's gonna be.
Yeah, we had electrical on site at 7 a.m. We had HVAC on site at 8:15 a.m. Mm-hmm. Like we got our shirts dropped off first thing in the morning, 7:30. My man Joe, we're dropping off shirts. We had Nathan show up early, helping with the crew. We had Kyle showing up early, helping with the crew. Like Nathan and Kyle, man, they came out of. I mean, we love them, and I knew they would be there to help. But I underestimated their what they were going to provide. You guys didn't have to provide anything. It was just so nice to have you. But they were like, "Yo, we're in this. Let's do this." It was awesome, man, to see Nathan, to see Kyle. Matthew Pfeiffer got here super early. It was great to see him. It's always good to get to a venue a little early, just kind of like feel it out. Okay, cool. Get your space. I'm like, all right, cool, because in a couple hours it's going to be lit.
Well, it's also that that personal comfort level with your space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're there with the the crew, the hosts of the event.
Yeah.
And you're getting comfortable with them and in the space, and then like by the time everybody else gets here, like you're
home.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
You feel comfortable.
So
Yeah, it was nice, dude. It was great to see Tracy and Perry. Did you see Bill's shirt, by the way? Did you see Bill Keevan's shirt? Bro. There needs to be a stronger word than love that I have for Bill and Tracy.
Tracy, will you please put up a picture of Bill's shirt? Oh, you can't do it in here, can you?
Tracy, if you Facebook message me that photo, I can share the screen. We can do that. That's no problem.
Please.
Dude, that was...
We want to show the shirt.
So funny. That was so funny. Jen Chilcote came
Bill,
by.
your shirt's looking at me.
Always good, right? Always good to see Matt Chilcote. Matt Chilcote's my man. But like everybody was just the warmest of gifts. You know, when Nathan showed up with 50 KitchenKillaz coasters, just for people to like to incentivize people to get involved, for people to have. Here you go.
Yeah.
Like, how much you want for these, man? He's like, no, it's just for the people. I'm
For
like,
the peoples.
bro, like that's huge. Nathan was awesome, man. Nathan made this right here, which is crazy because it's powered by USB-C, and you can like change stuff. Yeah, how awesome is that? I am gonna hook it up to our AI there. I don't want to say it because things change. But yeah, man, so cool. This is such a beautiful thing. I talked to Nathan the other day about the new logo. I was like, hey, man, do you think we could do this in this logo here? And I said, just let me know how much it is, man. We're down to support. Like, no problem. I don't want anything for free. I mean, it would be nice, but we'll pay.
I don't expect anything.
Yeah, I don't expect anything for free. You know, like, no problem, dude. I have no problem with paying. And so he messaged me and he was like, man, I really like doing this type of stuff, and I'm trying to get it off the ground, but you know, I'm looking for this, and I'm trying to find this, and I'm working on logos, and I'm working on this. He's like, it's just been something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I think I'm ready to do it. I was like, you are ready to do?
It looks awesome.
You're ready.
Wait, I wish we could bring it closer.
Wish we could bring it closer.
Because you can't see the intricacies.
There's a lot of intricacies. Well, if you want, you can do this. That's the battery backup. If you unplug it from the USB-C cable and plug this in, it'll be lit, and we can bring it closer. Mobile. Also provided by Nathan. Thank you, Nathan. You can have this back, bro. It's no problem. We have a bank of battery backups. All the things. So yeah, just some really beautiful stuff. And we didn't know what was in the box all day long. We were given the box hours in advance, and it sat here for 5 hours as we just stared at it. Like, what's in there? What's in the box? But we were patient. We waited. I thought that was very sweet. We knew it was going to be awesome.
This is it without the light.
Yes.
Look at those wood pieces.
Look at them.
Jim.
Look at them, Jim. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. It's really nice. I don't even know. It's so cool. Lots of things. All right, let's see. Let's plug this guy in. This battery. Is this battery back up? Oh, hold on. Stand by. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Oh, I know what I can do.
I just wanted to show him the wood.
Plug it right in here. Show him the wood, Commodore. Showing him the wood.
It's important.
Help him show the wood.
Help him show the wood, Commodore. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's see what you do one of those guys right here. There we go. Yeah.
Look at those. Look at those. Look at those little pieces.
Alexa,
all the
turn off the studio.
all the things.
I don't know what that's gonna do. We're gonna find out. Ooh.
Wow! 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 Wow!
Bink. Bink.
Okay.
So cool. Hold on, stand by. Alexa, turn on the studio. Let me unplug this guy. Okay.
We have a couple of coasters too if you wanted to show those.
Yeah. Posters? We have posters? What posters? Oh, coasters. Yes, definitely. Thank you. Yeah, these were the coasters. Right here, look at that. It's freaking awesome, man. And I gotta say, this is not the easiest logo to work with because of all the little pieces, you know. But Nathan made us 50 of these coasters, and we only got a couple left because we gave most of them away to people that were participating in the event, which is freaking fantastic, man. Nathan's such a good guy. So much fun to see him again. We met him at Voodoo Valentine 2 years ago, and he's been a part of the crew ever since, which is just so cool, man.
A huge supporter.
Yeah, huge. You know, it was like we met Kyle at Pound the Grape years ago. You know, and now like
Wow.
Not
that's
only
where we met him.
Not only is he the Bipham champ, but he's been winning the movie quote challenge as well, faster than Pfeiffer, and he crushed 2 or 3 rounds of KitchenKillaz trivia the night of the event. Crushed it. The first one Fanny got, which was or Mike got, John Haverson's brother, who won the first round. And then Kyle took round 2 and round 3. He's like, "You can have the CD." No problem. I got that already. No problem. I got that already. And then boom. And Kyle was so calm about it too. Just so calm. Just crushing it.
He's very like, just everything's fine.
Very matter of fact. Everything's good.
Yeah.
So good to see Kyle. He's just such a warm, loving energy. And I think that was the big thing that we saw that night a lot, was just everybody was just had this aura of happiness. They were just very like loving each other and sharing with each other music and food and just laughs and walking around. Kaylin came. It was so great to see her. I walked by. There's Kaylin in the pool eating a quesadilla. I was like, that's my girl right there. That's the way to do it. She goes, I'm the only one in the pool. I'm like, you're right, baby. Now the whole pool's yours.
I told her.
I'm
getting in the pool after the show.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm done playing, I'm going to be in that pool.
I'm in the drink, baby.
But then it started raining and everybody went inside.
Yeah. What's up, Dr. Alyssa Rose? Hello.
Can we put
of course. Absolutely.
Nathan's Wicked
Nate Dow
in the chat? The Wicked what is it called?
Wicked. So yeah, man.
Wicked Shark Woodcraft.
Is that on
Shark
IG?
Woodcraft.
Is that on IG?
I don't know.
Wicked Shark Woodcraft. What do we put? What link is it?
Is that him?
I don't know. I don't know. I just typed it in. Maybe. I have no idea. It's a very rare name for him to be that, and that also to be, but it is Woodcraft, so that's not too crazy. Yeah, man. As we
we'll need a little bit more research.
As we move and groove with Nathan, and he moves and grooves and puts links up and builds stuff, we're gonna make that happen for you. Okay, Tracy. She says, I just sent you the pic. There it is. Here we go. Oh my God! You get right out of here. You get right out of here. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Oh, goodness gracious. You got to be kidding me. I forgot. I mean, I know, but I also forgot. So zoom this in, is
zoom in.
Yeah, just take a look at it, everybody. Just take a look at it for a second, and then you're not going to see this. Now you guys are probably seeing it because you're staring at it. So let's zoom in just a little bit and see if we can find out what's going on here. Hold on a second. Wait. This is different than Google. Stand by. We're going to do this. Oh yeah. Then we're going to do a little copy. Yep. We're going to go a little share paste here, and let's see if this will do it. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh my God. That is a lot. That's a big zoom. That is a big zoom.
He's got little Bill Keevan and Tracy Perry heads on his shirt.
Look at Bill. So funny. And then hold on. We gotta find our lovely lady. There's Tracy, Bill, and stand by. We have don't worry. She sent me another. She sent me another one. We're gonna talk about it. Oh, thank you very much. I love that. You guys rock. There it is right there. Look at this. How absolutely gorgeous. I love this. This is one of my favorites. Let's make Oh my goodness, it's fantastic. Oh, so thank you guys so much, man. That is so cool. It's so fun to see. And as soon as he walked in, I saw the shirt immediately, and I was just like, what is going on here? Having Bill and Tracy there was just such a blessing. And we met Tracy at the Disney Preserve, We played a show for Disney's Nature
I don't know.
Preserve, Disney's Nature Preserve.
Yeah.
I think we had like a 3-hour set there. We did 3 sets. We had such a good time. It was fun.
Mhm.
It was awesome. That's where we met Tracy. And then she introduced us to the great Bill Keevan, who we had actually met several times. We just didn't realize that he was the guy doing trivia over at Waco Taco next to Hourglass Brewing. We had no idea.
Because we had been to Hourglass Brewing a couple times.
We had been to Hourglass Brewing, and Waco
And we
Taco
love
was
tacos.
right there. Yeah. Next thing you know, I see this guy. I'm like, wait a minute. We know you.
I've seen you before, man.
And ever since then, Bill's allowed us to hang out with him. And Bill and Tracy were so fantastic. They're just incredible people. It was so great to see them that night. And not only were they there, but again, their whole crew. And they were the ones who introduced us to Iron Smoke, which was awesome. Tiffany and Chris, awesome. We met Dan that night. They did such a good job. Everything was set up. They had everything ready to rock and roll. Tiffany's a party animal. I mean, she's perfect for that position. You know, she's the quintessential representative for a bourbon manufacturer. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. She owns it. She's like, I'm ready to rock and roll, kids. Ready to
Yes.
rock and roll.
Yes.
But yeah, having Bill and Tracy there is always awesome. Seeing Lindsay and Brian Demeter crush it as well.
So glad they were here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Which was so much fun. Lindsay's brother was there with his wife and their daughter Allison
From Georgia.
from Georgia. So I mean, it was so cool. The party was lit, as you would say. There was a couple different times where I took a step back and I tried to do a pretty quick count. And I'd say at the height of the party, we probably had over 100 people here at once. Because I didn't even make it through the whole backyard, and I was already hitting like mid 80s to high 80s. And I was like, damn, I have things to do. And we had a feeling that's what we were looking at. We had a feeling that's what we would be around. And they made it happen, man. They made it happen. You guys made it happen.
Normally for a Friday night show, like there's a point where we show up, we set up, we say hi to everyone, and everything's good, unless we're late. Sometimes that happens.
True.
But there's a point where like I don't really have anything to do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fiddle around on the guitar,
tune,
make sure I'm ready.
make sure we're good to go.
I'm just kind of chilling. Not this
No.
time.
No.
Like from the minute that the vendors showed up, like I looked like I was going all over the freaking place as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a and I think that was one of the things that kind of kept everybody on their toes. There was so much going on. You know, there was so much happening that was kind of watching it happen on its own, and there was like a healthy balance of what was going on. Everybody was talking to each other. Everybody was mingling with each other. Like everybody was just having a really good time, and they seemed like they really enjoyed the time that they were able to spend with each other. You know, like, oh, hey, what's going on? Oh, it's great to see you. And then all these people put names to faces. And like, oh, I've seen you on the show, but I've never met you. Oh, here you are. Lainey felt like an absolute rock star. Lainey Lerner felt like an absolute rock star, and she should. She deserves to feel like an absolute rock star. Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, man, here's we rated Jen Chilcote's Facebook. And this is actually after the crew came over during the middle of a song while it started to rain and took the tent and put it right over us, which was awesome. So this is actually post-tent, or pre-tent, post-tent, which is awesome. There's Landon Nolan. There's a little vibe. There's Kaylin in the pool. Little vibe of Landon rocking, playing some tunage. You know, there's Jen Chilcote ready to rock and roll with a little KK logo on, just making it happen. Boom, the cookies. Dude, those cookies were fire. They were really, really good. But really good to see everybody. It was so nice, and a lot of people got there super early. Like they wanted to be there early. They just wanted to see what was going on, wanted to find out what was happening, wanted to get involved, wanted to see what was going on. Like, and most of the people have been to a kitchen. You know, like they've been to one of our kitchen crashings. They've been a part of the show. So they get it. You know, they show up and they're like, all right. Even Matt Chilcote came with like a bunch of drinks. He's like, here. I was like, awesome. We'll do it. No problem. We had bottles of water. We had some really, really good stuff. You know, it was so much fun. Just the vibe of the whole thing, I think, went really smooth. Again, nobody got hurt. The police didn't get called. All the neighbors were nice. Landon was amazing. Sharktooth Sam was great. Like I love Jimmy. He's such a good DJ. Patricio doing KK trivia, awesome. And man, did it in the rain for the first round and still had people out there. then brought the whole thing in here and got everybody involved.
Yeah.
Which was awesome, dude. Even the people that weren't playing were involved. We were all like a crowd watching a baseball game, just like hooping and hollering for people when they were winning, when they were getting more points. It was so fun. It was so fun, and everybody just genuinely seemed to have a good time. And I think one of my favorite parts is we knew everybody. We were just all really close to each other, So and it went really smooth, And we've never done anything like that before. So it was like, all right, let's take all these little tips and tricks that we've learned throughout our years.
It was a private event.
It was a private event. It was private. We didn't post about it publicly one time. 0 times did we post about it publicly at all. It was all a private event. So if we were to open this up to a public event and really push it, if we can do this privately and, break 3 digits, that's not bad for a private event. Shit. But if we do that and we post it publicly, I'm not doing it here. That's no.
Mostly we're looking at you.
We could probably fit another even.
We could have doubled our occupancy.
I think so safely. I think we could have safely done
realistically.
that. I didn't realize that in my mind. I'm going, man, 100 people. That's a lot of people. But then when I look and they all kind of, they group together and they have this group of 10 over here and this group of 10 over here. I'm like, man, we could fit 200 people up in this bitch.
Yeah.
That would be awesome, man.
We could have.
It was,
and nobody was inside.
Yeah, everybody was outside. I was so happy that everybody was outside. And it was a warm, humid August Florida night. And people were out there just rocking and rolling, Kaylee Harrison, I love Kaylee. Kaylee comes up and she's like, why couldn't you have your anniversary in February? What's going on here?
We wanted to do it in the hottest month of the year.
That's a half birthday. We could do a half birthday. Chris Chapman comes up. I was walking in. He was walking out. He's like, Billy. I was like, what's up, man? He's like, you have to do this every 6 months. This is incredible. Twice a year. You need to do this twice a year. And I was like, word. As I walk away, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, let's get through this one first. But yes, Alyssa, she's just so sweaty. We learned a lot. We really learned a lot, and it was cool. Like in my mind, I'm going tent, tables, covers, electric, light, fans. Every tent needs this. Like Mike Conway, done. Completely self-sufficient with his off-road Land Rover. During the zombie apocalypse, that's the guy I want to be hanging out with. Like Just Pie set up completely autonomous, ready to rock and roll. Lights, fans, power, music, everything battery powered.
That helped a lot. Yeah. All the vendors they didn't need anything.
Nope. Pizzeria, 100% self-sufficient. Castledor came in, and I said to Zach, I said, what do you need power for? He goes, I didn't think we were going to have power, so I brought battery powered everything. I was like, fantastic. So I was like, great, man, what do you need? And I think the only thing that we provided them was a tent. They got everything squared away. We set up the 2 tents. Jeff Lerner let us use those 2 orange tents, one for Iron Smoke, one for Jess B with the mocktails. That was already set up and ready to rock and roll. Like, man. And everybody, like you said, showed up on time. They were militant. They showed up like, yo, here we go, baby. Time to rock and roll.
I'm set up.
We are set up and ready to go. And it was so cool to see everybody do that. I was like, man, that's incredible. That is incredible to kind of take a step back and realize, like, we're working with professionals here. And like they got this, and we don't have to be like
not only professionals, but like they wanted to be here. They wanted to show up. They wanted to be on time.
We got a lot of thanks.
To have a good time.
Yeah, we were so thankful that they came here, and they're like, "Thank you so much for this." And I'm going, "What? You what?" I think Landon probably thanked me half a dozen times. He's like, "Bro, thank you so much for involving me. This was so much fun." I'm like, "Bro, thank you." Like, if you only knew how incredible you are. Like, man, it was awesome. And Sharktooth, he gets me, man, every time. I love Sharktooth Sam. He's absolutely incredible and just great energy. He can get a crowd going, and it takes courage to get up on stage in front of people. It takes courage to get up on stage in front of people and speak to all of them and try to move them and motivate them. But our people are good people. They're ready to move.
Yeah.
They're ready to sing along. They're ready to be a part of it, That's right, part of the crew, Shelley Wheeler. Just really, really good. Patricio is awesome. He's so funny. He's great. And man, talk about support. I felt very safe Friday night. Like all the people that were here, I was like, we got the Harrison brothers here. Like these guys are badass. Here comes Dee and Fernando and Donnie, and like, oh man, we're good. We're good. Everything is gonna be just fine. But it was good, man. A lot of people worked really hard to bring that event together, and it was very, very enjoyable sitting back and just watching everybody kind of commerce with each other and just talk to each other and hug and, oh, here's this, and share drinks and take pictures. I was like, cool. We were hands off. We were like, cool, man. You guys got this. Thank you. This is great.
Yeah.
This is great.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah, man. A lot of fun. Josh Mullis, dude, talk about clinch. Like, talk about it. You know, like he was right there.
Well, I mean, he's one of the ones that's been to the most live shows.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He
was anticipating
He
these.
understands all the
the intricacies.
the challenges and the like, all right, quick thinking.
Yeah.
Like he's done.
Yeah, what do you need? Boom, we're on it.
Who's done the most quick thinking during a live show?
Yeah,
Probably him.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't been to the most live shows, but man, he's been clutch.
Oh, yeah.
the
I mean,
most.
one of the main reasons that we're talking to you right now through this very television, going through StreamYard, using the services that we're using, is because of Josh Mullis. You know, when the pandemic hit and everybody got locked down and nobody could travel anywhere, we still had to crash the kitchen every Friday night. And how do we switch that up all the time? Well, you and I can stay here, which is the same location. We can switch up the music, but what do we do about food? Josh Mullis was like, I got you guys. Don't even worry about it. It'll be new to me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It's going to be fun. And every Friday night, my man came up with a brand new menu that he had never tried before, never done before.
Ever.
So through the pandemic, Josh Mullis was there. Right there, man, which is awesome. Friday night, boom, he was there wearing his custom KitchenKillaz shirt, solving problems.
Yeah.
And I think my favorite part about it was taking the initiative. He didn't ask, hey, Billy, hey, Commodore, hey, boom, done.
No,
Done.
You just
Which
did
was
stuff.
awesome. Which was awesome. It was really, really good, man.
Oh,
You know,
bitch.
so it was awesome, and it was cool to see. And I feel like the reason we were able to find ourselves in that environment is because we've been building those relationships for half a decade.
Music, food, community.
Yeah, we've been building those relationships, and it's like,
you guys are the best.
man, it really is. Like, we wouldn't be able to do what we did on Friday night, even as an entirety.
Hell no.
As an entirety, not only just our performance, but just in its entirety.
No. Hell no.
You know what I mean? Like, no way
Hell
in the
no.
world. Doesn't matter how hard you and I work. It don't matter.
No.
Like, no way.
No, we didn't do all that.
Yeah, no way.
No
no
way.
way, man. It was
No
really,
way.
really, really community. And it was funny. I was on the phone with Jeff Lerner and Laney just about a week before, and they were like, "Hey, Billy, what can we bring to the party?" And I'm thinking, we got Pizzadilla, we got Just Pie, we got Iron Smoke, we got drinks, we got food. I'm like, I don't think you guys really need to bring anything. I was like, I'm working on a couple operational things, but as far as bringing stuff to the party, you guys are good. Just you guys are fantastic. They're like, whoa, what operational things?
Operational things?
And I was like, I'm looking for this, and this. They're like, we got you. Done. I was like, oh, okay. Fantastic. So, like, the lights that we had on the stage, the 2 orange tents in the back, the generator to power those orange tents, the light that Charcuterie Sam used to read his lyrics, like, all Jeff Lerner and Laney Lerner.
Yeah.
All of it. You know, like, they crushed it. The coolers that were behind Iron Smoke to hold all the ice for everybody to use, boom, Laney and Jeff Lerner.
Yep.
You know, so, and there were so many people just like that put so much love into it. It was incredible to watch them take such pride. They were so like,
They wanted to help.
I got this.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, dude, I mean, we spend a lifetime, I spent a lifetime in my professional career begging for people to do something, you know, like, and here I am in my music career, and all these people are like, yo, we got you. Let's do this. KitchenKillaz.
What do you need? I don't really
Done.
need anything, but operational
Yeah.
stuff. What do you need?
Yeah, I mean, weeks ago, Mike Conway and I are out in the backyard with an auger just burying 12-foot 4x4 so we can set those market lights up, ready to rock and roll. Done. You know, it was awesome for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it was really cool. You know, Jess B from weeks and weeks and weeks, just looking at everything, working through the little intricacies, the little details, because that's what's going to make it a fantastic event. The little tiny things that you're like, let's do this, let's try this, let's add this, like those little accessories. We talk about it in cosplay all the time. You can dress up as a guy, but if you can accessorize with the right little tiny things, it makes it super pro.
One of the silent accessories of the night, the thermocells.
Oh yeah, for sure. We did a mosquito treatment, but
Oh man.
I'm gonna double down. You know, so we
you do.
yeah. We're gonna double down. CPR, which was great. CPR was fantastic. That's who we got our stage from. Tim Cook was the man that I spoke with over there, and he was absolutely incredible. It was awesome to work with him. It was such a sweet conversation because I was pricing everything out, and I was like, man, we're on a pretty tight budget. I'm like, let me see what we can do here, and I really wanted to provide Sharktooth salmon land in a stage. You and I, we play in the kitchen. We're just happy we have things we can plug our guitars into, but I really wanted Landon and Tom to feel like, I wanted them to feel that we appreciate their value and like their skill set and their entertainment value. I'm like, that's worth a stage. Let's see what we can do here. CPR came in right away. It's like, not only are we going to help you, but we've heard of you guys. And I was like, really? And Tim was like, yeah, 100%, man. He's like, we've all watched your videos. We found out about it. We watched them, and here you are. And I was like, that's awesome. He's like, yep, we're going to hook it up. I was like, wow. Today, Chris Chapman and Gabe show up. I open the garage door. They load the entire stage, and they take it back to CPR. Like I told Chris, I said, this is the final little straw, man. Thank you very much, because I wasn't sure how I was going to be in two places at the same time. I couldn't do it. And I was like, man, I got to work this out. Chris asked me on Friday, what can I do to help? I said, this is the last little thing that I'm working on. He goes, I got you. Like, that's fantastic, man. And little stuff like that to some people are little, but to me it's huge. It's not just taking a stage. That's not it. It's like it's a million things before that. Like Chris would do anything. He showed up with gasoline for the generator. He showed up with bags of ice. He came at like 1:30 to help out. Mm-hmm. I just didn't realize, like, we had a pretty solid team that morning, and we were pretty much ready to rock and roll as far as we could go by 1:30. We were like, I think we're just kind of chilling right now.
We were on schedule.
Yeah, we were on schedule.
Nothing was like, oh my God, like
there was no pressing, oh my God things. Nope. It all came together, man, and it was it's just working with awesome people. Awesome people. We had such a fun time. And I got a lot of messages from people that weren't, for whatever reasons, they weren't able to make it. They had family things, they had travel things, genuine reasons, but just a lot of like, we wish you guys the best. Thank you guys so much for what you do. Please keep doing what you're doing. We love you guys. Like, so many messages. And then the next day, I got a lot of messages where people were like crying in the videos. Like Sarah Shulak, sorry to call you out. She sent me like a little 45-second video about how moving the night was for her. It was so cool.
Oh, wow.
It was really great. And we got Just Pie and Pizzeria from Curry Ford West from the night market. That's where we met them.
Through Sarah Shulak.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was so cool to see the little connections happen. Bill Keevan with Iron Smoke, Just Pie and Pizzeria with Sarah Shulak, like Mike Conway with Where We Work, like a whole thing just all connected together. Jen Hogan introduced us to Zach and Alyssa from Castledor. And that was like 3 years ago. So it was so cool to see everybody, because it wasn't really just a celebration for KitchenKillaz. It was a celebration for KitchenKillaz. Like, everybody that was here.
The whole community
was just a part of big a part of the band as we are.
Yeah.
It was so cool to see that, and just very, very, very moving, man. To see that show of force and emotion together, and just passion. People passionate about what they were doing. Yeah. Like Christy's passionate about Pizzeria. Nicole's passionate about those Just Pies, our heart and soul. Conway in his truck alone. Not only is Conway campfire chili, he goes, I think I've perfected the recipe. I said, yeah? He goes, oh, yeah.
But you can't make it the same way twice.
Who knows, man? We're going to find out. But we had such a good time, man. And for those of you that were there, thank you so much for being there. It was wonderful to stand on stage and to stand around the event and look out and see all you guys and see the smiles and the dancing and the laughs and just everybody really enjoying each other. It was so much fun to see that, just to take a step back and remove myself from the situation and see this awesome community. There's a lot of people out there to be like, oh, the world's a dark place. There's a lot of bad people. There's a lot of evil. And you know what? You're right. Not Friday night, though.
Not tonight.
And not here. Like, these were great souls.
There was none of that.
No, they were good souls, man. So it was super, super moving. And for those of you that weren't able to make it, we miss you. You're in our heart and soul. Somebody actually asked me if Dana Ricker was at the party. I think we were talking about it yesterday, because we were talking about meeting people in person and what we think they look like compared to what they actually look like. And neither one of us thought Dana Ricker was 6'2".
Nope.
And they're like, oh, Dana was here? And I'm like, no, I'm just saying, for example, by the way, Dana, what the hell? No, he's in Ontario.
I thought you were really short, actually.
Yeah. So it was, that's right, man. Amen, Dana Ricker. But it was so much fun. It was really good. Everybody seemed to really enjoy themselves. And I think my favorite part about it business-wise was Just Pie, Pizzeria, Iron Smoke, Mike Conway. Everybody that invested money made 2-3 times what they invested, made it back.
Yes.
Pizzeria sold out.
Yes.
Just Pie sold out. Mike Conway sold out.
I really wanted that to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I was so happy. And we got a lot of compliments about the Killer Bills. A lot of compliments. People were like, thank you so much. Again, Christy was like, this was amazing. Mike Conway told me, he goes, you made it so easy, dude. It was perfect.
That was your idea.
That was awesome.
I mean, you got it from Pig Bucks.
Smoke on the water.
But that was your idea. That was a good idea, man.
I just kept thinking, how can we make it easier for people? Great, no worries. Okay, let's talk about the setup. How can we make it easy for people? How can we make it easy for people? And I just kept asking myself that question, and it built itself. I just kept asking that question. And then ourselves, how can I make it easy for the Commodore and I? How can I make it easy for Landon? How can I make it easy for Sharktooth? Then you're like, okay, cool. We set up a proper event, so when the people get here, they don't have to struggle to be ready. Like, as the host,
just plug in, man.
you're ready to go.
There's
Ready
your
to rock
spot.
and roll.
Here's your tent.
And the 8,947 feet of extension cable that Jeff Lerner lent us as well. Good God. And he was giving away all that electrical work Friday night. How awesome was that?
You were giving away all of his electrical work.
Also true, but he never once said no.
He was
That I
just
couldn't
like,
hear him.
I mean,
He didn't have a microphone.
I'm awesome.
And we could definitely hear Lainey, and she didn't protest either. So if anybody has any leftover killer bills, you can use it toward electrical work from Lerner Electric. Oh, so much fun, man. It was good.
Side note, for those of you who weren't at the show or did not tune in live, did you get to hear the new song?
Oh, yeah.
We played a new song Friday night.
Michelle, did she tell you this? She left. She was on the patio. We started to introduce it. She was like, nope, I cannot do this. I need to go. And she left the patio. I can't be here.
Aw.
She walked inside. That's a connection right there, man. That was good. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. She's like, I can't do this. This is so beautiful. But yeah, man, it was a lot of fun, dude. It was a lot of fun. Everybody seemed to have a good time. And yes, we played a brand new song. We switched up the set list a little bit that night. We added some songs. We changed some songs. But we rocked the Pop-Tart song, and they killed it. And the For Free thing. Holy Tedesco. Bro, that was nuts. That's going to be a thing. I mean, people are just... Yeah, Kyle says, I almost went inside the house during swing set. That's what Glenn... Oh, I love Glenn. What a crazy... I love Glenn. What a crazy guy.
We originally had Smile My Love on the set list.
Yeah.
But we did not prepare with the guitar to play Smile.
Yeah, I think both of us got to the same thing at the same exact time. I was
We were
like,
like-
what do you want to do without that? You want to do that? Yep. Done. So Glenn Dell, love Glenn.
Glenn requested a similar feel of a song, and we just plugged that in there instead.
Yeah. So you got to love Glenn. In front of 100 people, Glenn walks right up to the
Like,
front of the
hey.
stage with his beer. Hey, Billy.
I know you guys are putting on this huge show right now, and you're live, but I need to talk to you.
I need to talk to you. I got to say, as crazy as that is, I got mad respect for that, bro.
That's hilarious. I
That's
love
courage.
it. I
That's
love it.
courage. You're like, I'm going to go talk to Billy right now.
Like, I know these guys.
They crashed my kitchen twice.
Yeah.
And we played a festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So it was Glenn came up and was like, yo, do you think you can, and I didn't know. He's like, I know you like Just Like Clyde. It's a hit. It's a smash. But you know what your next one is? And I think I looked at you and you were like, he's asking for Swing Set. And I was like, are you asking for Swing Set?
He had already come up to the stage
Yeah.
before that, asking for it. You were keeping the ball in the air, and I had chatted with him. Beth.
Yeah. Beth Dell. I love you, Beth.
Beth was watching live, and she loves that song.
Yeah, she does.
They both love that
Yeah,
song.
she does.
But Beth had said something about that.
Yeah.
Glenn was determined to get us to play
Yeah,
that song.
Hey, no problem, man.
So
I was like, dude.
all right.
It was
I'll
one of
ask
those
him.
things where it's like, what would I tell anybody else? Play the request, man. Like, this guy came up specifically and he's just asking you to play a song. Who the fuck are we to not just play this song? No
Yeah.
big deal, man. And it's somebody who's such a huge supporter of us.
Absolutely.
Such a huge supporter. It's like, yeah, dude,
Hell yeah.
you got it. No problem.
Hell yeah.
Consequently, it was immediately after I said, not all songs are for everybody. Some are just personal, and some are really hard to play in front of people. Then Glenn comes up and asks for a freaking Swing Set, and I'm like, you're killing me, dude. But it was
Also,
yeah, it was fun.
every song that we had planned to play.
Yeah.
I had played 5, 6, 7, 8 times.
Yeah.
The week prior.
Just to like,
I wanted it to be. I wanted it to sound good.
Yeah.
I'd like the putting on the whole party and having all the pieces come together. And
Sure.
Like that's one thing, but like for the show to go really well and for us to sound good.
yeah.
Like I wanted to practice every single one of those, and I did not practice Swing Set one time
Yeah.
that entire week.
That's what it says. It wasn't on the
So when
list.
he asked me, I was like, I'll see what Billy says.
You know what Billy's gonna say. Billy's gonna be like, "Yeah, let's do it." That was but yeah, we got a lot of compliments about the sound too. You know, people were, man, you guys sounded so good. It was so rich. It was so, and like having Landon there was so awesome because Landon and Sharktooth and us, like all three of us, like we can hold our own on a stage, but we're all so different. Landon and Sharktooth are nowhere near to similar. Sharktooth and us are nowhere near to similar. Us and Landon are two completely different shows. Like us and Sharktooth, completely different shows. So it was like Landon came up. He's got his pedal board. He's got the stomp box. He's got the effects. You know, he's got the guitar. And what a rich voice this dude has. Like Chris Gilliard and I are standing here, and he's like, "This man looks pretty young." I'm like, "Let me say, he can't have alcohol, Chris. That's what's going on." He goes, "How can he sing these songs with so?" He did "It's Been a While" by Stained. I'm thinking, bro, you sing it like you wrote the damn song, like you were there. And that's an emotional song. I'm like, this guy connects to his music, dude.
Yeah.
And Chris was like, how incredible. And then
I remember I was out front.
Yeah,
I was walking the street just to make sure nobody was parking all stupid.
Sure,
but I
sure.
was listening to him sing that song on the other side of the house.
Man, you would never expect a voice
it
like
was-
that to come from Landon. Landon, I will say, we've known Landon for a couple of years. This guy has shot up. When we first met Landon, he was about our height. Not anymore, dude.
No, he's way taller than us
I got to
now.
stand on a little step stool to shake that man's hand.
His chops are taller than me.
Yeah, right? Right. He's got the big chops. He crushed it, man. He was so fun. Him and Sharktooth all together. Like, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It was definitely one of those things where I said a million times in my head, "Follow the bouncing ball, Billy," as I'm singing. Follow the bouncing ball. Just follow the lyrics. Follow the ball. You're good.
It was an
You're good. Just
emotional
stay-
night for.
There's a lot, dude. Seeing all these people here,
Yeah.
like, it's interesting to see because when we crash kitchens on Friday nights and we crash at like a new person's house, like we may know one or two people, like Terry Cockerham. We knew Terry, we knew Brian and Lindsay. And that was
Allison.
And of course.
her.
And yeah, Allison's so much fun. And everybody else was new. So it was like, cool, no problem. We got a couple people that we connect to, awesome. And even when we play like some of the shows when we're playing with Hanging With, and we know all those people. You know, but you know, it's like, okay, cool. We got like 2 or 3 we really, really connect to, but Garrett and Sage and Dina, they always bring a brand new crowd. You know, it's like, it's cool, new people, but that emotional connection isn't built there yet. So the way that the energy is flowing back and forth isn't the same, and the emotion isn't as powerful because they're just starting to learn who we are. But Friday night, every single person that was there was like,
Not only do we know all these people, but they're huge supporters. They're huge contributors. Like,
Yeah.
They give
yeah.
to this project.
Dude, it's
so much.
I've been doing this for a long time, man.
And-
It's very, in my experience, and maybe it's not like this for other people, it's extremely rare to find such a fantastic community that has accepted what we do. It's very, very, very rare. And again, I've been doing this over 20 years. And I've been in a lot of projects, a lot of bands, even touring bands. And I've never experienced anything like the close-knit community that we have here. And it's just a blessing to be a part of it. You know, it's so freaking cool. No, Josh Mullis, I don't know if you're asking me that or if you're asking us that. I have not rewatched the show.
I don't think I've rewatched a Friday night show since 2018.
I heard this the other day. One of the reasons, and I agree, one of the reasons that I do want to watch Friday Night Show is because of all the crowd shots that Josh Mullis was getting. He was walking around with the camera. He was going over here. He was holding it up in the air, and like
He was.
I do remember seeing that. And because originally what I say is no, I don't go back and watch the show. It's just because it's like, I'm good. Like, I'm all right. Going back and watching that one, I don't even know what it looked like because we were a little further away and it was raining, and then the camera was just so it was like focusing on the crowd, doing our best to focus on Facebook, but the screen wasn't facing us, so I don't know what it looked like.
Bro, like that was one of the it was not like any other Friday night show.
Yeah,
Because normally the camera's face, like we can see the screen of what's being shown.
Yeah, and
right?
we utilize that to our advantage.
And it's not like we're watching it, but like it's a realization of there's a live thing happening here.
Yeah.
But- But Friday night,
Yeah.
when we're in front of all these wonderful, awesome people that we're playing for them.
Yeah.
And to like it, I had to consciously
There was
think,
a switch.
I had to consciously think like we're live on Facebook.
We're also
I
live.
forgot.
Yeah, me
so
too.
many times
I would look down and see
just because I couldn't see it.
I would see the camera. I'm like, oh, that's right. What's up, Facebook Live? How you guys doing? Like, Usually it's the other way around. Usually we focus on the live and then we play to the audience.
Right.
But Friday night it was play to the audience.
It was the other way around.
It was the other way around, and that it took me a second to even, and I didn't even switch into the right. Like I think we were in the right gear, playing for people here first, prioritizing everybody that was here.
Yeah.
And then looking at Facebook Live as almost one of the awesome little additions to a live event like this, because this is different. We've never done anything like that before. That was crazy. And it was an awesome kind of crazy. It was really good.
Awesome.
I agree, Jen. That was actually, you guys know more of the lyrics than I thought they did. Like they were singing they had almost all of Just Like Collide done. I was like, damn, that's awesome.
We were talking about posting the lyrics for "You Are My Everything" in the private
that's right,
chat.
in the event.
And they're like, nope, we don't need to do that.
They nailed it.
They got it.
It was awesome. They crushed the Pop-Tart song, the Just Like Clyde they had, You Are My Everything they had, even a swing set made for May. What I realized that they were doing was they were singing the part where we said, a swing set made for May. They started singing that because we let the music fade away and it's just the vocal. So then they started singing that. I was like, okay, I'm learning because we don't know. Like, we don't know what people are going to connect to and what people aren't going to. We have no idea until we put it out there, and then people connect to whatever they're going to connect to, and we're like, okay, cool, this is the thing. This is what, like, for free. That's awesome. I love that. For free. That was crazy. That was so fun. That was, but you would never know.
Which is ironic because it wasn't free.
We didn't charge anybody for the event Friday night. You could come here.
It was
for
a
free.
free event. You could show up for free.
Yeah, you can show for free, walk around, talk to people for free. If you got to see Jeff Lerner with some of Conway Campfire Chili, he would have given you some campfire chili for free. Honestly, I really think that if you went up and talked to Christy and you found yourself not in a position to be able to buy a pizzeria, she would hook you up. I really think she would. She's just got the biggest heart in the whole world. She would be like, here you go. And I think that's what made that night successful, is everybody was just like that. Yeah. Everybody would have done it, but nobody would have taken that. We would have been like,
nobody
nope,
was going to ask.
Nope, take the money.
Right.
This is what we're here to do, just working and working and working. And everybody, it seemed that they genuinely just had fun. Like it was really great. Like Pizzeria and Just Pie said this is a fantastic event for them. They just really loved it. So it was so cool to see everybody kind of come together from so many different walks of like life and passions and everything, and just kind of bring everybody together in one unanimous voice of celebration. It was super freaking awesome. Yeah, freemium. That's right there. Bingo, Dana Rickard. That's what I'm talking about. My experience. It's gonna be huge. Amen, dude. We're ready to rock and roll. It's gonna be fun. Dude, this is, and like the Commodore said earlier, this was a private event. Private. Every vendor sold out of everything, and it was private. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
My God, if it's public, Mike Conway better bring 27 gallons of chili. You better be ready to rock and roll, dude. Oh, man, so much fun. What's up, Audie? Oh, great to see you, Audie. So good to see you. We met Audie a couple years ago, too. Fantastic musician. I think we met her in Okeechobee with Lisa Daly.
With Lisa Daly.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where we met. That's where we met Audie.
I remember.
Audie, good to see you, love. And I follow her on Instagram. She's super inspirational. She's awesome. I really love her. She's fantastic. Audie, we missed you on Friday night. We hope to see you next time. It was a lot of fun. I think you would have had a lot of fun.
You definitely would have had a lot of fun.
It was fun. We got to hang out with Jeff and Lainey yesterday. They came by and we talked just about, and they picked up their 8,000 things that they let us utilize for the party. They moved out. Yeah. We got a big truck actually. So got to hang out. It was so much funny. Like, you're famous, Lainey Lerner. You are. Like, people are like, wait a minute, hold on a second. I recognize you. Like Mama Floyd's walking around. She's like, oh, Mama Floyd. People are like, that's Mama Floyd. It was awesome. I realized that you call somebody a nickname for so long, it sticks. Like Magic,
don't I know it?
Magic Foot, Patio, the Commodore, Mama Flo. Man, everybody's getting them. Everybody's getting them. The luscious Lainey Lerner, just having a good time, and it was it was so much fun, and it was one of those things where it was like the way that it wound down was perfect. The build-up was really great. It felt like a Christmas day where Santa brought me everything I wanted, and you're like, oh man. So good. And more. Then you're like, you got a stocking too. Yeah. What? What?
Yeah.
So it was, and there was those little ancillary things that I didn't even think about, like when the guys grabbed the tent and moved it over the stage.
That was huge. I'll never
Dude.
forget that.
For as little of a thing that some people think that is, that's massive.
I'll never forget that.
That was one of the coolest things I've ever. That was just so awesome, man. It was
Yeah.
so awesome to see that happen, and it was really cool because it was one of those things where they recognized what was happening. Josh Mullis was like on it, yo guys, and the guys were like, "What you need? This is what I need." They're like, "Let's do it." And that was it.
Yeah.
It was done. It was done, which was awesome. It was just good to have so many people there having fun. Just having a good time, dancing, just chilling, talking to each other. Mike's daughter Carissa came out with Isaac, and it was really good to see them too. Like, Carissa doesn't go out too much. She's comfortable staying at home. So the fact that she was here was really good. Mike's like, I did motivate her
And stayed.
Yeah. Mike's like, I did motivate her to come. I said, did you convince her to stay? He goes, nope, she did that all on her own. She was having a great time. I was like, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, bro. David Dersheimer, rockin' from Phoenix Farms. So Drew brought us 2 bottles of wine, and I think David was like, yo, let's open one of them bottles of wine. And then the next, toward the end of the evening, I remember a couple times where Josh would get my attention, and he'd point to the back of the stage, and there was something going on. Like there was the gift from Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
There was Kaylee Harrison during the Pop-Tart song. She's hiding behind the stage with a white pad that says Pop-Tart on it. And another time toward the end, Josh was like, yo, hey. And I look down and there's a bottle of champagne. And immediately I'm going, that's not mine. I didn't know he was telling me. Like immediately I'm like, oh, I don't know whose that is. That's not mine.
I think the note about the champagne is still on the yellow pad of paper.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
I think I saw it in the garage
Yeah.
yesterday.
We were under the tent. I remember that. Like we picked it up, ripped it. Thank God I bartended for a long time and I don't get, performance anxiety because here I am in front of all these people. I'm like, oh, I've opened so many bottles of champagne. This is going to be so much fun. And people are freaking out. They're like, don't aim it toward me. And I'm like,
Shake
it's still got the cage on it. You're all right.
I
Like,
was
no.
worried because I think it was aimed at me for a minute.
Oh yeah,
there.
I had it. We were good. I remember a short story at Outback years ago. I remember Matt was bartending and he had a bottle of champagne and he had taken the cage off and the cage popped and the cork popped. He didn't even do anything and it flew all the way across the bar and hit B-side and hit one of the regulars right in the chest. He was okay, but so that's never escaped my head.
Yeah.
But so I had my thumb on top of it and you could feel the pressure start to build.
I busted a ceiling tile
That's
with one of those before.
So we take the wrapping off. I'm starting to take the cage off. People were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm like, what are we shaking it? Are we not shaking it? They're like, no, don't shake. Yeah, shake. I'm like, so we do shake it. We don't shake it. Jessica's like, do not shake it. Everybody's like, shake it.
We're going to shake it.
I'm like, okay, we're not going to, we are, okay, we're going to shake it. It was awesome. It was perfect. It was one of those movie things where it was like, you hear pop and then psh. It was great. Sorry, CPR. We cleaned the deck though.
I didn't want to get showered with
And
champagne,
he pressure washed the carpet.
but a part of me kind of wanted to get showered with champagne.
It was a great celebration. That was me screaming, "Shake the bottle!" Of course it was. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, no, I get that. That tracks. That's I'm not even surprised.
That makes sense.
Like one time, I think we did in the very beginning. Where I was like, I didn't even hear Tally, and she's like, "What? How did you not hear me?" I'm like, I'm just saying.
You did.
Listen, we heard you guys a little bit, but we know your potential, and we also know that was not your 100%.
That wasn't Tally
That's
potential.
what you thought was your 100%, but we know better. Like we this is what we do, But they crushed it, man. The singing, the screaming, the Pop-Tart, the for free. The for free was cracking me up, man. That was so funny. I was like, I got to do this again. Let's do it at the very end. It's going to be incredible, and they're going to say it big, and they did, man. They blew it up. That was awesome. Absolutely awesome.
I might have to watch the show again.
Yeah, it was, and another thing, it was so good seeing David and Stacy and Drew and Kevin. Like David brought his crew, man. And they listen. It's a long way. It's an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes out to Polk County.
Yeah.
Out there in Polk County, coming from Phoenix Farms, they showed up ready to party. We even got gifts. Glenn gave us gifts. We got peaches and Maker's Mark. Right there. It was just and
We got mead.
I totally. Nathan also brought 40 bottles of mead.
Yeah, something like that.
Man, oh, dude, so much fun. It was. Don't forget the confetti cannon, dude. There's a lot. The confetti cannons. That was awesome.
Whose idea was that?
I'm
Who
gonna let them answer. I think I know, but I don't know.
Who came up with the confetti cannon idea?
That was awesome. by the way.
That was awesome.
And surprised me. I didn't know that was happening.
I didn't either.
I didn't know when it was going to happen. I had heard a little bit about it just because, it's just rumblings through the grapevine. But it was one of those things that you hear about it, but you hear a little bit and you just kind of forget about it. You're like, okay, cool. Yep, got it. But then the night's so busy, it just kind of escapes.
I think I saw a box that said confetti on it.
Yes, sitting on the table.
And it didn't even like...
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
I didn't even think
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Like, it didn't even register at all until I see 6 people with these cannons all like surrounding the stage.
I did not see that.
I did.
So that I didn't see.
And I was like, oh.
2 and 2 is got it. It was a Matt Love, the Meow in Africa. Billy didn't say our favorite phrase, yes. Which kind of yes? Like, yeah, or like, yes. I don't know which one that is. Matt Love, the Meow in Africa. Dude, people were meowing. How stupid and amazing is that? Like, what a funny idea. Like, meow, 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 meow. We actually have little paws. We've been doing that since Holiday Matsuri. I think we did a Holiday Matsuri 2018 is when we did that in the hotel room.
How stupid ridiculous
It was
is that?
stupid ridiculous, but fantastic. And then everybody else was like, meow, 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 meow. I was like, this is fantastic. Look at these maniacs. I love it. We're all maniacs together. It's my favorite. This is my favorite. I love it, dude. And that was the thing. Like, everybody was singing along. They were singing Ironic. And it was kind of cool because, like, it was raining during Ironic, where it's rain, and in Africa, where we also talk about rain. And so people were working in, like, bless the rains down in Florida. Just
in
singing
Ironic,
along.
I tried to work in the 5-year anniversary.
Oh, you
It's
did.
like
you did.
rain on your 5-year
On your 5-year
anniversary show.
Yeah. Yes. Is that the one you're talking about, Shen? You got to add some yes. I think that's what you're talking about. That's right. You need the trademark Billy Floyd yes at the end of the song. Right. Usually that's a way for me to kind of, like, I don't know, it just becomes a nervous tick for me. Like, yes. Great. Smooth it down. What's up? Cool. This is the next song. Here we go. It's a nice little bumper.
Little segue.
Little segue. Yes. But it was, we had a good set list that night. That was a good set list, man. That was good. That was all the Commodore. Commodore's like, yo, I think this is a set list we should play. I read through it. I'm like, I love it. I think it's fantastic. It was good.
These were suggestions that I had.
Yeah, they were all
like,
good.
do you want to add anything? Do you want to take anything away? What are you thinking? He's like, I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Sweet.
Matt Pfeiffer knows, and yes. And yes, that too.
I got to write the set list.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. It was adding swing set in there was perfect. It worked out really well. The Pop-Tart song is always fun. We just had a good time. And that was most certainly an enjoyable set. Like, we even got a little Problem Girl in there, some Ironic in there, some Africa in there.
All my favorite covers.
Yeah, just like and those people love those are sing-alongs too. People love to sing along those songs, which was really great because, man, you guys crushed it. Like I said, I've never had to tell a host we're bringing 73 people to the next kitchen. Sorry, guys. I mean, the two of us are one thing, but we're bringing 71 other people as well. You guys did fantastic. It was awesome. They did really great. You Are My Everything was awesome. They crushed it. It was great. And I think there was one part during the song, one of the songs where I dropped the master volume on the whole board. And you looked down at your guitar like, oh, shit. But it was me. And, like, I just dropped the volume because everybody was singing. I was like, man, that is awesome. And fade it back up. Here we go. We're back in. Man, it was awesome. It was so much fun. Commodore should lay down some beatbox. Billy adding in, yes. That's Michael O'Brien.
Son of a beatbox.
Oh, you're already on camera. Might as well come on in, Michael. No, there he is. There he is. The great and illustrious. No, you're fantastic. We couldn't even tell you were here.
Trying to be discreet. How am I doing?
He's doing great. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael O'Brien Corner Cafe. Hey, Leia, we live here. We're here. You're good, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, sir. Hey, that's Michelle. Relax. Leia's like, well, I'm barking at everybody. This is Michael O'Brien Corner Cafe. You guys can find it in Sanford, man. An absolutely incredible restaurant. You guys got to check it out. French Onion Fridays. Is that what it's called? French Onion Fridays, ladies and gentlemen. French Onion Friday. So it was so for those of you that joined us for the event on Friday night, the wonderful high top cocktail tables that you guys were enjoying came from that fantastic man right there. Michael called me. He's like, you got 2 seconds? I used to work in the restaurant. I know what that means. That means it's going to take a little more 2 seconds, but hurry up because I'm busy. So we get on the phone. Michael's like, what do you need? I told him what I need. He's like, I'll be at the house tonight. I'm dropping him off.
Done.
It was awesome, dude. They were absolutely perfect. They were perfect.
Nailed it.
They were absolutely perfect,
So was your
man.
performance, by the way.
Oh, you stop it.
Ow.
Only awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks,
only,
Mike.
only absolutely incredible. It's no big deal.
Your harmonies, man. Your harmonies are fire.
Fire, Jim.
Can you do some now?
Fire.
No.
Michael's always down. I think he was here last Wednesday for the 2 Wednesdays ago for the Patreon show. We played Traces, the new one, and I was like, "Hey, you want to run through that again?" And they were like, "Absolutely." We're like, "Well, we
Play it again.
yeah, we just played it." They're like, "Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it. Let's absolutely do it." Susie was so sweet. What a sweetheart.
Call her Q.
Susie Q is so sweet. So yeah, man. Another representation of people just coming together and helping with the event. Michael O'Brien stepped up immediately and was like, "What do you guys need? What can I do to help?" I told him what the vision is. Mike's like, "I got just the thing you need." I didn't even know I needed cocktail tables until Michael O'Brien was like, "You need cocktail tables," and I was like, "Do?" He's like, "Yep, they're foldable. They're awesome. They're in great shape. You don't need linens. They're clean. They're easy to carry. They break down. They're easy to move. And they're sturdy." I was like, "Sign me up." He was like, "No problem." Brought him over to the house that night.
How many you need?
That was it. We needed 5. We used 5. They were full all night long. They were full all night long, man. It was perfect. It was perfect. Just again another example of just the community, So we had people from Pizzeria, Just Pie, Corner Cafe, Iron Smoke, some incredible people. A lot of people there that night. All business owners, all artists. Brian Demeter, Lindsay Demeter, Bill Keevan, Tracy Perry, like all of these people. Alyssa, Zach with Castle Door Studios. Just so many people, so many creators and influencers from this local community. Sarah Shulak, the executive director of Curry Ford West, making it happen. Jimmy Thomas in the house, Magic Foot in the house. Just fantastic people, dude. Good times.
Fantastic.
Incredible people making it happen. And then we get stuff like this from Nathan. What?
Crazy.
And all this mead right here. Michael, I don't know if you like mead, but it's all delicious, and you've got to try some. Nathan has bestowed upon us some delicious mead. Honey mead.
Coffee mead.
There's garlic mead in there.
Garlic mead.
He said it's good to cook with, but the Commodore will probably crush a whole bottle of that. I was like, that doesn't surprise me at all. And this is Leia. Say, she's such a lazy bear. Yeah, she's laying. You're such a Leia. What a goofball. But just a lot of fun on Friday night. Thank you guys so much. We went a little long tonight, but there's just so much to be thankful for. So many people to talk to and thank for being there, for coming together. Although the event happened on Friday, the planning has been going on for months and months and months. And most of the people that were there Friday night were a part of that planning. They were a part of it. They were part of the whole thing that made the whole thing go down, and they were integral in getting us to our 5-year anniversary. You know what I'm saying? Like just going right patio furniture. Oh, I love Patio. He's so funny. He's absolutely out of control. Absolutely. My man eats like he's 19 years old. We were talking about that. What do you make? A Tostino's pizza? And then he had a bologna sandwich?
Totino's pizza and a bologna sandwich. Bro, no. Straight out the fridge.
Just right out the fridge.
with just white bread. No.
He eats like he eats
like prison.
He eats like he has a scarcity mindset. He eats like this is what he's got. This is it. And it's like, yeah, like prison, like a bologna, like you've gone to jail and you get a bologna sandwich. you get a bologna
like ramen
sandwich.
without the packet.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to get full here, man.
Oh, but it was such a good time. Again, so many people to thank, and it was. And I tried to say it that night. I tried to thank as many people as possible, and I was trying really hard not to like forget anybody. Play one song for the Rapcast acoustic. The Rapcast acoustic. Yeah. You want to play a song? Play a jam?
Okay.
You got something in mind? You want to hook up the piano and play Traces? You want to play something different? I try to put all the parts and pieces for your.
Where's your guitar?
I can get that. That's no big deal. I just want to make sure the piano's good to go. Play one song for the Rapcast acoustic. The Rapcast acoustic, yeah. We can definitely do that, my man. Definitely do that.
Let me plug his stuff in.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. So yeah, it was a And again, last week was pretty much all focused on the anniversary show. So the wrap up on Monday, focused on the anniversary show. Last Wednesday was a public show. Normally that's a Patreon show. Thank you so much to our Patreon patrons. I hope that was okay for you guys. We were just really trying to push the anniversary show and just really, especially for the community, just to get the instructions and the ideas and the stuff out there for parking and chairs and money and all that good stuff.
Confetti.
Yeah. There's some confetti right there. Made it inside the house. We don't even know. It's getting, who knows? Who knows? It's getting crazy.
And I shall call him Club.
And right, and not only a great setup crew, but an incredible breakdown crew. Like the breakdown crew was awesome, dude. Got up early on Saturday morning, and we had a full crew here to help us break everything down and clean everything up and get everything back to basic, which was a lot. I'm so excited for the photos to come out. Chris Gilliard and I spoke today. He said they're going to be available tonight. So I'm super, super excited to go through the gallery and just kind of see the event and see where it is coming from the perspective of others, which I'm really, really excited about. So we should be able to get some of those photos posted for you guys. It was a great night. Again, Just Pie sold out. Pizzadia sold out. Mike Conway sold out twice. We burned through everything that Iron Smoke had, aside from a little set aside for the great Commodore here. Jespy rocked the bar, made over between 50 to 60 drinks, all mocktails for that Friday night. Shelly, Mamador, Michelle Hess working really hard on merch, on the bills. Mama Floyd making it happen. All the crew, everybody there for the hardware. Jeffrey Lerner, Josh Mullis, Patio Furniture, all the vendors, all the people and the friends. Like pretty much every single person that was there could get an individual thank you. What are you going to do? Talks are in with the great Moshi Moshi, and he owns an incredible production company. He does some huge events. My man's got a venue, bro. So, so we had well over 100 people here on Friday night. I think we could actually, and I agree, not only with the great Commodore, but Jespy, we could have probably doubled our capacity safely. Safely. Michael Conway's already dreaming. He's already ready to rock and roll. So, yeah, man. So thank you guys very much for joining us for the wrap-up. We really appreciate that. We're going to rock a jam for you guys. We just debuted a brand-new song. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. We just debuted a brand-new song on Friday night. We've been playing it for our Patreon patrons the past couple weeks, and we got to play it for the first time on Friday night. It was so awesome hearing the strings out in the air, out in the open, through the amplifier and through the speakers and through the yard and through the environment and the event. It was beautiful. So let me tune up real quick. See what we got for you, kids. Oh, yeah. I got a fancy capo and everything. Look how fancy.
You keep mentioning patio furniture. Can I tell my patio furniture joke?
You know you can tell your would you like this microphone?
Hang on. No. Can you hear me?
Everybody can hear you.
What do you call an Irishman that sits out in front of your house all day and all night?
I don't know. What do you call an Irishman that sits out front of your house all day and all night?
Patio furniture. Oh, that's a dad joke.
That was good.
We loved it. Oh, and another problem I didn't even remember. So every year, the great Commodore and I prepare a guitar for everybody throughout the entire year to sign. And usually at the end of the year, that guitar is pretty full of signatures, usually at the end of the year. We had a brand new guitar at the beginning of the event on Friday. And at the end of the event, there is now no more room to sign the guitar. So now throughout this next year, I feel I have to get another guitar for people to sign.
No. You only get to sign the guitar if you're at the anniversary show.
Ooh, that's not bad.
And I think filling up the guitar on the 5-year anniversary show is saying that. Like that's what it is now.
That was crazy.
Sorry.
Be there or be elliptically square.
Elliptically square, Jim.
Dana Ricker, John Moshi, Matt McIver, talking to you guys. You better be here for the 6th year.
Confetti was biodegradable.
I'm going to plug stuff in. We're going to play you some tunes. We're going to play you a brand new tune. I hope you guys like it, man. I'm going to plug this in. I'll give you a little unmuted McMuterson. Get a smaller guitar for that. Get a ukulele. You guys get to sign the uke. All right, try that, Commodore.
You can turn me down.
Turn it down on the game.
There you go.
You way down, dog. Ukulele, that's what I'm talking about. So I think originally we were running it out. I'm not going to say the number out loud because Kyle Nunez will guess. This one here? All right, kids. Let's see if this works. That is a little too fast. I'm losing some emotion. Damn. I'm going to try that. Yeah, let's try that. Here we go. As I look around, didn't see traces of you. I thought, what should I do? Now your presence is truly gone. But I won't chase down that rainbow like I can bar you from dreams any more than I could ever stop loving you as you tore through my seams. When I close my eyes, this darkness is haunted by ghosts, folding notes that you wrote, inked in pretty pink. I miss you. As I look around, stronger than I've ever been, and I wish you had seen all this darkness I've been living in. But I won't chase down that rainbow like I can't bar you from dreams any more than I could ever stop loving you as you tore through my seams. But I won't chase down that rainbow like I can't bar you from dreams any more than I could ever stop loving you as you tore through my seams. Chase down that rainbow like I can't bar you from dreams any more than I could ever stop loving you as you tore through my seams. And I won't chase down that rainbow like I can't bar you from dreams any more than I could ever stop loving you as you tore through my seams. As I look around, I don't see traces of you. I thought, what should I do? Now your presence is truly gone. All right. Sorry, Mama Floyd. We weren't. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. So thank you guys very, very much for hanging out with us tonight, man. We really appreciate it. Again, running a little longer than we normally do, but a lot to be thankful for. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and kind of perfect timing. Great timing for Michael O'Brien to swing by because we're thankful for him too. Really good times. Good traces, dude. Sounded good. Those strings are powerful. Powerful. Yeah. This is for you, Jen Chucko. Yes. There we go. We like that. And I like the big for free, too. Awesome. Sweet kids. Thank you very much. Any final words for him, Commodore?
Bravo, Billy Floyd.
Bravo. There's 3 words. Bravissimo.
That was 1 word.
That was bravo, Billy Floyd.
Bravo, Billy Floyd.
Bravo is the word. Or is it hyphenated?
Bravo, Billy Floyd.
Gotcha.
No spaces.
Johnny Bravo. No spaces, all lowercase, no underscores. Oh, man, I would have hit the effects button for that one. By the way, I also love the Bud Light pop in the very beginning of the show. That's I wanted to grab. Yeah, I wanted to grab the notes or like the description from 2 weeks ago. So I was like, oh, I need to go into the show to grab the title, and it just opens up with this perfect echo. I was like, oh my God, it's perfect. Bravo, bravissimo. I like my man Michael O'Brien rocking a Bud Light. I dig it. So a huge shout out to everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, man. We really appreciate it. Stay out of trouble, live long and prosper. And as the great Commodore said, bravo. Bravissimo. Now we're Italian. Bye, guys. Playing piano one-handed and... side note, we'll talk about it Wednesday. I got a picture of you pressure washing the other day with one hand and drinking a beer with the other hand. It was awesome. I saw you doing it. I'm like, I must take a picture of this now.
That's totally on brand for me.
It was perfect. I loved it. We'll talk to you guys soon. You guys stay out of trouble. Here's a cool stop cam. Yeah, now you get to hear some cool shit. Do you have another Bud Light to open? You can end it with a...
I don't.
Ooh, next time, Gadget.
My last one tonight.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.